Hey everybody, it's Mark from the Crystal Chronicles, your Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia podcast, here with another poll video. Tonight is Emperor's LD, still looking for that Kefka BT as well. We got a couple free polls to do, and I'm going in tickets. This entire Kefka cycle has been tickets for me, and will continue to be through Strago and Realm. Before I get into all that, like, sub, ring the bell for notifications for this and all of our content, including our weekly podcast, The Crystal Chronicles, with my good friends Arole and Kreese. We just bring all your Dissidia news and talk to you every single week, and you can get all that information tccpodcast.com, including our Discord, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff, and all of our links to all of our friends' stuff as well. So let's get to the poll. Here we are. Let's do the let's do the free one before I forget. I have all of these EXs, and let's hope that's a sign of better things to come. All right, here we go. We got a free poll. Let's see. I don't know that I have Gilgamesh's EX. I have Furion's EX, but it's not fully limit broke. I have Emperor fully purple. I have Kefka purple with his LD. I don't have his first. I wouldn't mind it. I don't need it, but this is not looking good. We'll let it go out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not great. Yeah, it was 10. I was 10. Woohoo! Yeah. I may not have that purple, though. Or, limit bro. Nope. Oh. All right. So, I got, how many? 459 tickets. Do a couple hundred and see where we go. As I do that, we'll talk a little bit about Emperor. I always liked Emperor. He is a trap character. Obviously, he sets traps and they expire and they do fun damage and delay. His EX trap does delay on enemies. If he uses his EX again, his traps go off, and that's kind of what he did. He did really good damage in the EX era and in the EX realization era. But now he has an LD. His LD isn't seemingly so powerful. At first glance, it gives him a nice frame buff called, what is it called? Subjugation Scheme. We'll see if that's what it is. I think that's usually right. TonberryTroupe.com, they're beautiful infographics, our friend of the Tonberry Troupe. They usually get that right and talk to Joshua about localizations. But that gives him a 12-turn buff that raises attack and int brave and gives him bravery gen and does something else. Gives him overflow. So that just helps in general with the regular limit break of his LD. That just gives his stats the nice boost. So you always want that debuff on. The cool thing about his LD is it triggers the traps regardless of how whether they are on or not. So all traps are triggered regardless of if they're on all the enemies that are present. I think that makes sense. But more importantly, it gives access to his HP +++ and his Brave +++, which trigger his traps. So now he has a normal HP attack that triggers traps, which is really cool. So you can put his use his EX and then spam his HP attack, and that will not only do massive damage to single and multiple targets, it will also delay any targets with the Dreary Cell trap on them. So if you pair Emperor with another turn delayer, an Emotes or a Kistis or a Garland, you know, someone else who is adding to turn delay mechanics, even a character like Noctis. He's going to get a ton of opportunities. Here's a gold orb to really delay and do significant damage. Now, he's not bringing anything to the party besides his debuffs, which give defense down and he can do speed down. But let's see what this is first. Okay, I guess we have a few more minutes to talk. Oh goodness. So I guess we'll see it in action. That was like, I don't know, 20 tickets. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, so he's real nice. I'm gonna stop there. There's no reason for me to continue. That is real nice. That's real nice. I hope your draws went well. You can share in the comments how well you did. Yeah, this was definitely a ticket. You know, do you need Emperor? No, I've always liked the tramp mechanics. Is he skippable? Yes. Strago's coming in with really good damage. Realm is a nice little pickup there if you don't have her too. But at the end of the day, oh, what did I do? I forgot to limit break it here. No. But my Emperor's already purple, and again, you know, I kind of like to have, you know, more chances at the burst. I'm using gems a lot in the next 2 months, so I really have an opportunity to just kind of blow some tickets. So I wasn't too worried about it. So let's get a team here. Oh, what do we got? Emperor. Asha. And maybe like a... All right, so... Oh, my Emperor is not boarded. HaateXIII. Okay. And he's got... There's some spheres on him. I have his bloom already, so I can bring him up here. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things. I imagine you might be saving on this cycle, and I think that's good. There's a lot of favorites coming up. Warrior of Light, pretty good. Cloud Sephiroth might be favorites, or favorites of mine. Lightning might be favorite. Reno Rude, obviously a lot of people are hyping Kurasame and Gladiolus. So yeah, might be a great time to save. But you know, also maybe a character that you really enjoyed playing, and you're like, oh, I already have him purple. If I can pick up the LD on a few tickets, like I just did, might be worth to have him in my stable of characters. It's always good to have another opportunity at some good characters. His boards just give him a little bit more potency and a little bit more punch. I think his boards may give him an HP ++ too. But if you're looking for CP, you can remove the HP ++, as you're going to be hopefully just focusing on the HP +++. That makes sense. It may not. And he is a magic dealer, so I need to do his Odin boards real. No, I do not want to do Mighty Physical. I believe it is 4, which is Odin attack up, and then 6 and 7. Yeah, that's from the Tonberry Troupe. 4, 6, 7. There's not a big difference between 4 and 5 for your magical characters, but they suggest 4 over 5. About your preference. I think that's it for him. Let's get back here. Yeah, And let's I can't do the lost chapter. I'm not going to walk through the lost chapter. You got better things to time, right? But let's try him out here on do a Cosmos maybe. That should give him enough you should see him in enough action if we Cosmos go up real quick. Here we are, been running this. You've probably been running this a lot. All this stuff on. All is passive. You love doing this. I should probably edit that off if you. I don't think I do. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I mean I do. I have let's 108 C50 is the best. And I have spheres on him. I got Kuja sphere on him. Something I want to remove. Increases damage dealt with group attacks by 10%. Not really good. Increases attack by 10% for 6 turns when inflicting defense. Remove Kuja. Not right now. Let's host and let's go. Let's try this and see where we go here. All right. Give you a little sense of what Emperor plays like now that he has. I don't think it should run through these guys too bad. Here we go. So he doesn't start with any of the traps, right? And so if I do Hellish Gate, it triggers all the traps. You see they weren't even on him. Didn't do any of it, but he just already did all the traps. So it doesn't matter if the traps are on there. It triggers all the traps. It does not reset them, right? But it does trigger. Bosch is just my don't have to worry about what I'm doing, so we can just worry about Emperor here. And then Kistis is just going to help with the delay here. And then, again, he will not be able to refresh the frame debuffs. That's fine. When he the Necro Raven. So you see, I do have the one trap on. I just kind of want to show you with what Emperor's doing now that he has his HP +++. So he's going to get that from his LD. HP +++. You see I've got Beckoning Blast on. Beckoning Blast, that's from his skill 1. And so if I do this, Beckoning Blast triggers. Awesome, right? And does a fairly decent nice damage. So yeah, that's really freaking cool, isn't it? I mean, it seems like it's really nice. If you liked the character before, if you thought it was kind of dumb, then no, of course it's not going to be great. Can do skill 2 too, but I'll do skill 2 at the next group to kind of show that. I'm not going to be thinking about it too much. I don't think there's going to be a lot of need to think about what I'm doing. Again, this is Cosmos. This is not difficult content, so yeah, I might save the Drury for the bad guys here. Gets a little bravery from Drury Select, or Beckoning Blast goes away in 1 turn. So that's why it's nice to play him with delayers, because you're going to have more turns to use that HP +++ spam, especially after his EX, which is what I want to do following fighting get the EX up, and then kind of show you what it looks like. Did I use? No. That's his EX. Here we go. Here's the big. Get that yeah, so he'll Jury Cell. So that places all the traps, but just for 1 turn. You see he's already jumped ahead. So now, if I target him, it's going to trigger all the traps again, but just on him. Just on the first guy. He's just targeting him with that, right? And then all the traps go off because he took a turn. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that should give you a little sense of Emperor. Again, you know, friends, I mean, let's be honest. We've had a lot of content, a lot of pulls. Maybe you've been running out of gems. This is one you can skip. But you already got him purple. Throw some tickets at it. Maybe you get lucky like I did. Maybe you got him in the free pull. And so you're going to use him because he's a great magic damage dealer. He's got a fun mechanic. I love the trap mechanic. I think it's fun. Going to be fun to pair him with Kefka in these challenge quests because you're going to have to do a little bit of shenanigans to make sure you're not overriding each other's buffs. But it is possible, and we may even do some. I'm sure lots of people will do videos with the two of them on there. But hey, friends, Thursday, we're going to talk a lot about Emperor, and we're going to, I think, preview Strago and Realm dropping as we drop too. But we'll talk about all of this stuff and a lot more. Kreese, Arrow, and the whole gang. So until then, good luck on your polls. Let me know how you did, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.